pessoal, eu sou Carlita Pérez, executiva de contas da DS Mundo. Estou aqui para poder mostrar para vocês qual é a situação da cidade de Santiago no dia de hoje. Hoje é dia 11 de março de 2010, é o dia do câmbio de mando do presidente Pinheira, Bachelet para Pinheira, e acabamos de sofrer faz não mais de uma hora um sismo de aproximadamente 7,2 graus. Na verdade, a ideia de poder mostrar isso daqui para vocês é para que vocês tenham uma ideia que a cidade de Santiago é uma cidade que está totalmente preparada para poder, para esse tipo de eventos naturais. Pese que a gente teve esse sismo faz muito pouco tempo, a cidade continua funcionando de forma totalmente normal. Metrô, ônibus, colégios, as pessoas que estavam nos escritórios, prédios continuam trabalhando normalmente. Agora nós estamos no Cerro São Cristóvão, lugar onde a gente começa o nosso Citytour, e estamos nos aproximando para ter uma visão geral da cidade de Santiago. Então o nosso guia, na verdade é um guia do Citytour em inglês. Vamos com quem está falando.
Santiago, the most developed area of Santiago from left to right. They are called Citytour, Las Condes and Providence. Okay. Well, if it was clearer, you could see. I don't know if you can distinguish snow up there. That light piece.
Bom, essa montanha
Mount
está
El Plomo. On a clear day, you can clearly see the glacier up in El Plomo. That's 5,432 meters above sea level, the highest point of Santiago. The mountains that are closer to Santiago, right here, are between 3,000 and 3,500 meters above sea level. Everything that you see from here is absolutely white during these 3 months a year. Okay? The mountains are completely covered with snow only during June, July, and August, which is our winter. Santiago is at 500 meters, so we don't get snow or ice down here. But if you go up just 30-40 minutes up in the mountains, you can be actually playing in the snow. These are the Andes. These are the Andes. On the west is the coastal mountain range. Now, we got these two mountain ranges because underneath the Pacific Ocean there is a tectonic plate which is pushing against, well, you know that, it's pushing against South America at a speed of about 8 centimeters a year. Okay? Getting in a subduction movement, getting underneath the continent, lifting the land and creating these two mountain ranges that we have in our country. Okay? The meeting point of these tectonic plates is actually what we call Chile. Okay? Now, although because of this is one of the most, if not the most earthquake-prone country in the world, in Santiago they are building the tallest skyscrapers of South America. Okay? It started with the telephone tower I just showed you before, right in front of Bella Vista, 140 meters. Then the Marriott over there, the Marriott Hotel, built they built that tower 150 meters high, just to steal their publicity from the Telefonica building. Now, last year they inaugurated this one, 192 meters. Okay? And there's another one under construction with the yellow thing around behind the tree, which is at 1/3 of its progress. It's going to be 300 meters high. That is called Costanera Center. These are by far the tallest buildings of South America, of course, all built on state-of-the-art earthquake-proof Japanese technology. Designer of this building, he practically copied from the Petit Palais of Paris for his project in Santiago, of course adapted to the Chilean reality. A building inaugurated also in 1910, as you can see, still standing until today.
The hotel.
Congrio?
No. Kroger.
Kroger. No, I don't know. Well, here on the right, the entrance where this friend of ours is waving. Well, they are all friend of ours. Okay. Inside there are fantastic restaurants. Okay, you got El Galeon, Don Augusto, the jewel of the Pacific. Okay, this is a very popular place. Lots of people come here every day, so the demand is so big. Rotation of food is so quick that the fish that you have here today might have spent last night at the Pacific. It's very fresh. Now, be careful though. Okay, Central Market closes at 5. Okay, this is only for lunch. If you're coming to the Central Market for lunch, okay, and I would not recommend for you to come to this area after dark. Now, you got the fish market here, the Central Market, and on the other side of the river, the Vega Central. If you are one of those people that like to see and like to smell and like to taste the real Santiago, come to the Vega Central, come to the Central Market. It doesn't get any more real than this. If you want to see the real Santiago people, if you want to see the real supplier of fruits and vegetables of Santiago, and fish, and the city actually moving, that's Argentina might be also. We are, this is one of the best teams, the soccer team that we have had, mainly because we have an Argentinian coach now. So I would say Brazil and Argentina. Well, here on the right, on the right, the front of the Fine Arts Museum. You can see the resemblance with the Petit Palais is obvious, mainly because Mr. Emilio Jequier, he used the blueprints of the Petit Palais. The Fine Arts Museum, it's open. I will recommend for you to come. Okay, we're going to see the front of this building later. Well, for some time this library was one of the most important libraries in South America. Okay? I'm going to talk more about that in a few more minutes.